Disappearing or facing any sort of adversity on land is quite scary, but the same happening thousands of kilometers up in the air is all the more petrifying. Hello guys and welcome back to the unknown. In today's video, we shall be counting down the top 10 biggest aviation mysteries of all time. Let's go! Number 10. Indian Air Force Aircraft. An Indian Air Force aircraft was on its way from Assam to Machuca when it lost communication with ground control just 33 minutes after taking off. The plane took off on the 3rd of June 2019, and its wreckage was found a week later at an elevation of 12,000 feet somewhere in Arunachal Pradesh. Though many believe this to be the cause of bad weather and technical errors, others believe that the crash was caused due to the old and faulty build of the aircraft. What really happened is still left unknown. Number 9. Flight 19. A bombing trial was being conducted by Flight 19, a group of 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers. Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, who was leading the mission that day, felt that the compass was showing an incorrect direction. To further complicate the situation, the weather conditions were pretty bad too. Right before Flight 19 was making its way back, the bombs were dropped and the flights disappeared. Where they disappeared to or how it happened is still left unknown to us. One big theory behind the disappearance of Flight 19 is the mysterious Bermuda Triangle. Number 8. Stardust. British South American flight Stardust crashed on the 2nd of August 1947 in the Argentine Andes. Before contact with the aircraft was lost, a Morse code was sent out. Standak was the message sent out, and it was done thrice. None have been able to decipher what the message meant. Number 7. B47 Stratojet. This next aviation mystery that we shall be talking about includes a training exercise that lost the load that they were carrying. The B47 Stratojet was piloted by Major Howard Richardson on the 2nd of February 1958. The flight collided with a USAF F-86 Sabrejet, forcing the B-47 Stratojet to make an emergency landing. But to do so, they had to tighten their load. The load that they were carrying included nuclear weapons, which they released from the aircraft. The weapons disappeared and haven't been found to date. Number 6. Italia Flight 870. Italia Flight 870 was on its way to Italy from Bologna on the 27th of June in 1980. The aircraft didn't make it to its destination as it crashed before it could land. Many claim that the reason behind the crash was a bomb attack, while others believe it was due to a missile. All the 81 passengers of the flight died. Tensions between the Italian Prime Minister Francesco Cossiga and the US, Libyan, and French Air Force fighters grew, with many even believing that this could have been an attempt to assassinate Libyan leader Gaddafi. Number 5. EgyptAir Flight 99. EgyptAir Flight 99 was carrying 217 passengers from New York to Cairo when the aircraft crashed into the Atlantic Ocean on the 31st of October 1991. None of the passengers survived, and the cause of the crash is still left unknown. Some believe it occurred due to technical issues, while others believe it was due to the pilot committing suicide. However, many believe that the crash was caused due to political conflict. The flight was carrying many Egyptian military personnel and hence was the perfect target for any enemy of Egypt. Number 4. Stolen Boeing 727. A Boeing 727 was stolen from the 4 de Febrero airport on the 25th of May in 2003. Flight engineer and pilot Ben C. Padilla and mechanic John M. Mutantu were the only 2 passengers aboard the flight. Many theories on what happened to the plane and the missing passengers were brought up. In 2009, an investigation team discovered a similar plane in the Sahara Desert in West Africa. Many believed it to be the same plane. This plane had 10 tons of cocaine, which was later collected and taken away by 9 jeeps that had false number plates. What really happened is still left unknown to us. Number 3. Hijacker Dan Cooper. Dan Cooper is the pseudonym used for the hijacker who took the Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 on the 24th of November in 1971. This Boeing 727 aircraft was traveling from Portland to Seattle. Dan claimed to have a bomb wired to his suitcase and demanded a heavy ransom that included $200,000 in $20 bills and 4 parachutes. The flight landed in Seattle and met his demands following, which he released the 36 hostages. Dan's adventures weren't over yet. He took this flight with 4 crew members and asked them to head towards Mexico City. On his way there, he jumped out of the aircraft and escaped, never to be found again. Number 2. The disappearance of Frederick Valentine. Australian pilot Frederick Valentine went missing on the 21st of October 1978 after being a part of a training flight. The 22-year-old informed the air traffic controllers that he was being followed by an unidentified aircraft that many believed to have been a UFO. He went missing after making this report. According to Frederick's description of the aircraft, it was a shiny metal surface body that came with a green light. Apart from many believing that he was abducted by aliens, others believe that this was a great way for him to disappear. Number 1. Malaysian Flight MH370. At the top of our list, we have the Malaysian Flight MH370, whose mysterious disappearance is the most nerve-wracking one out of the lot. The flight carrying 227 passengers took off from Kuala Lumpur on the 8th of March in 2014. Right before the aircraft disappeared, the course in which the plane was moving was manually altered, leading many to assume that the pilot was on a suicide mission. Some other theories behind the disappearance of this aircraft state that it was shut down by North Korea due to fear of terrorism. Search for the flight was officially shut down in 2017, leaving many questions unanswered. With that, we come to the end of this video. Do like the video, subscribe to The Unknown, and turn on your post notifications. See you real soon.